My name is Marcio. I'm a member of Temple Isaiah since 2005. This is my partner, Leonardo.
My name is Leonardo Montenegro, and we have been here since 2005.
So we moved to Palm Springs from San Francisco, and one of the things that I was accustomed to was, of course, to look for my roots, and so we decided to go temple shopping. So the first temple we came was Temple Isaiah. And the difference, basically one interesting factor between myself and Leonardo is that I'm more of the quiet guy, but I remember that when we sat down with the executive director then, in 2005, I was the one that burst out the question, how does Temple Isaiah feel in regards to a gay couple? And I was really surprised by his answer. He said, we have several members here, and we're very accepting and inclusive. So next thing we do is, and that was in the middle of the summer, so there was not a lot of people coming for the services, but we came the following Shabbat services, and we were embraced right away. So to me, the whole experience has been just wonderful. The first time that I actually was able to voice it out, something so personal to me, that I was a gay member, and that the first thing that I said to him is, how do you feel about gay people? So it's been just a wonderful experience for all these years.
When we joined, as Marcio mentioned, the executive director mentioned that out of, I believe it was like 10 board members, I believe half of those board members were gay men. And so there were the board members, and also there were some members that were gay. And that was one of the things, I think, in my mind and also in Marcio's mind, that at Temple Isaiah, throughout the two rabbis that we have gone through, we never felt a question between Judaism and homosexuality. That never came into place. That question, if we should opt for one or the other, or if you should renounce one or the other. So that we always felt very comfortable here being, an open gay couple and also a Jewish people. So that was one of the factors that kept us coming, over and over.
We've been here, Shabbat services, the high holiday services, for dinners. They have, every once in a while, they have dinners. We have the musical Shabbat. We have the healing service. We've come to a few lectures here also that they have. The initial Hebrew lessons explaining Judaism. The traditional questions for the high holidays. Also, Rabbi has some classes very interesting. Some other classes are sex and the Torah. So all those activities that we have been here.
Rabbi Sally has done a wonderful work and job with classes. And I've learned so much about Judaism with her classes during the summer and trying to keep activities going on. That is one very interesting event that we like to attend. Also the Hebrew classes, as Marcio mentioned.
The temple, in my opinion, has progressed as times have changed, the needs have changed, the crowd has changed. And today we don't only come for the services itself on Shabbat services. We come for more things involved with the community, in interesting topics, current events, which lately there's a lot of interesting things going on in the world. So we feel this sense of timings just very perfect here. We're very current with everything that's going around, and I feel that sense of belonging even stronger because of that.
Temple Isaiah and Rabbi Sally have done a wonderful job in trying to keep up with current events and outreaching to the community to be pertinent to what the community as a whole are going through and how that those events affect us as a community.
Coming to Shabbat, to me, is almost like a healing thing. You know, the sense of, again, the sense of belonging and doing something that my ancestors have done, that to me is very important. It's a sense of continuity. And Temple Isaiah has made that transition very easy and comfortable to me.
To me, Temple Isaiah is as much part of my life as I am to Temple Isaiah. And I never had felt that in any other temple. Prior to Temple Isaiah, the temples that we have attended were the temple and us, and pretty much the temple was the entity and we are just participants. At Temple Isaiah, it's different. Is when I mention Temple Isaiah, I am part of Temple Isaiah, and Temple Isaiah is a very important part of our lives. And that, as Marcio was mentioning, that sense of belonging is very strong, and has gone through, you know, the different rabbis, you know, with the previous rabbi, with Rabbi Sally. It's, you know, we are Temple Isaiah, and that is what makes us come back over and over and have that feel of belonging, feel of community, and feel of family. That's very important.
Thank you very much.
You're
You're welcome.